everyone. Welcome to episode 345. Perspective is everything. Welcome to the Harmony in the Home podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Hutchison. I'm a counselor, a life coach, and most importantly, an imperfect mom doing this work right along with you. And my goal on our podcast is to go from chaos to calm, feel less frazzled, and have more fun within your four walls to have more harmony in your home. Oh my goodness. Today, I'm going to let you listen to someone called DJ Mindset. And he's just sitting on a couch with his socks on, chilling like Bob Dylan, and is going to drop some heat. Before I play it for you, I want to talk to you about Herbal Face Food, which is a great way to support the show, which so many of you have done, which helps so much to keep the lights on and keep this not behind a paywall. It's great for your skin. It's great for acne. It's great for eczema, fine lines, wrinkles, and I promise your skin will feel so soft and supple. I use it every single day, definitely at night. You should see me sometimes at night. I look like I'm an orange orangutan because it has an orange tint to it. And if you use just a little, then you can't see the orange, but I gob it on at night, especially the night cream. So go to herbalfacefood.com, use the coupon code Harmony20 and you'll support the show. And it's a way to say thank you. I cannot believe we're on episode 345. That absolutely stuns me. And this title is called You See Life as You Are. And it took me a couple listens to really grasp what he's saying. And it's so true. And I love the way he says it. He says it so confidently. And it's like truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb. So let me cue it up for you and I'll talk to you on the other side.
Nobody ever sees life as it is. You see life as you are. Okay? You think that you like that right there. You don't like that. That is a reflection of your perspective. Because I could bring somebody else in here and they'll look at that same thing and they won't like it. The thing is still the same, but how is it two different people can have two different experiences? Because that thing is reflecting the inner world of each individual. So this is why we have 8 billion different universes. There's 8 billion different realities in this existence. You and I may be in the same room, but we're experiencing this environment completely different. When you realize this, you start to see that life is nothing more than a reflection of what's going on inside of me. Stop trying to change this and change this. You don't actually have control over that. You have control over this. And that, my friends, is when you start to become bulletproof, because nothing could ever get to the inner part of you other than you.
I loved when he said that's when you become bulletproof. And when he's saying you can't control this, he's pointing to the life around him, outside of him, because we spend so much time trying to control outside of us. And that's where we get so frustrated. But when we control our side of the street and focus on us the most, not in a selfish, egoic way, but in a way of I'm controlling the energy in which I bring to this room, to this relationships, to this life. Day in and day out, that's when we get our power and we do become bulletproof, because it doesn't matter what other people think or don't think about us. Because like he was saying, you could have this, let's say it's a painting. He doesn't say what he's pointing to in the actual room. He just points to something that's off camera. And he says, one person, I could love that. And then another person could come in and not love that. Well, who's right? No one's more right than the other one. So someone could like you and then someone could not like you. Who's right? It's the perspective in which, the lens in which they're seeing their life through. It has nothing to do with you. Just like you don't like all the people, and it has nothing to do with them and their worthiness and their value. Because it's so funny how we get in the people-pleasing mode and we want everyone to like us and we want everyone to approve of us and we want everyone to just approve. But we don't approve of ourselves first. But when you approve yourself first, you like yourself first, you love yourself first with all your flaws and all your awesomeness, then it doesn't matter what other people think, because it's the reflection which you see of yourself. And so when we get in that people-pleasing mode and we want everybody to like us, think about it. When you're at work, do you like everybody at your work? Probably not. That doesn't mean who's right. It's the reflection in which they're seeing of you, just like the reflection of you seeing other people. And when you get bulletproof like this, other people's opinion doesn't matter as much. And also, other people don't get on your nerves as much. Other people don't get under your skin as much because you are bulletproof. So this is very powerful information to have, because you're not at the mercy of other people's opinions and other people's moods. And you can control your side of the street. And then you get your power back because you become bulletproof, because no one can get inside of your heart and impact you where you're losing sleep over it. And I remember when I was going after my master's, I remember someone saying, when you get your master's degree, it's the coolest feeling because no one can ever take that away from you. It's an achievement, and it's something like when you're at work and when you're working for the school system, they can play with your salary and not so much your salary like affected, but they can impact your raises, and your raises can go they're very piddly, but sometimes there was no raises every year, but the raises they have control over, and you're kind of at their mercy. But when you get your master's, you go in a different step, so to speak. So when you're on the teacher salary, every teacher's on a step. This is how they did it in the county I worked in. And so when you get your master's, you automatically go to different steps and you're on a different track, so to speak. And someone said that to me. They're like, I was in the middle of it. I was like, this is so hard. It's so hard to work full time and get my master's and do all the things in the internship. It's just get all my internship hours. This is so hard. And she said to me, the coolest thing about getting your master's is that once you have it, no one can touch it. No one can take it away from you. No matter what, even if you stop teaching, you still have your master's degree. And that stuck with me so much because it was kind of like when I finished the half marathon or I finished a marathon. It's like no one can ever take that medal away from you. Even if you don't keep the medal, but no one can ever take that away from you that you completed a half marathon, that you completed a marathon. It's the same thing when you're bulletproof. No one can take that away from you because it's already been achieved. And when you know your worthiness and your value, no one can take that away from you. You've already crossed the finish line. You've already gotten your medal. You've already gotten that degree. And you go up on another step and you're on another ladder, so to speak, and you're untouchable to having the outside affect you like it has in the past. So when you know this, you can give this gift not only to yourself, but then the people around you and the people within your four walls, because they are totally absorbing that all from you, especially your kids, especially the same-sex kids. If you're a dad, your boys are looking at you and they're watching you to see, how do I interact with this world? If you have daughters and you're a mom, your daughters are looking at you to see, how do I interact with this world? What do I do when I'm frustrated? What do I do when I'm angry? And the sons are looking at the moms too, of course, and the daughters are looking at their dads too, of course, but they're just looking in a different way. And it's that combination that really impacts them, that consistency of just how to be an awesome human. And don't worry so much about raising an awesome human, just focus on being an awesome human. And they will absorb it naturally from you. Because when we get in the teaching and the telling, but then we're not doing it, then it just kind of falls flat. If you've ever had a teacher and you just know they don't know what they're talking about, or they're explaining things wrong, or they're just discombobulated, you kind of lose that teacher loses credibility. So you don't want to lose that credibility with your kids. You want to be the same outside of the house that you are inside of the house. You want to be the same way that you are behind closed doors that you are outside of closed doors. And they see that consistency, and then that happens with the kids. They will also be the same behind closed doors and outside of their closed doors. And then you have much more harmony in the home because you're not giving all your power away to the people within your four walls. And then they are doing the same. And that's when you're all beautifully and messily, even though it's not a word, engaging in the world, because you know that you're not seeking perfection and you're all just seeking B- and focusing on your side of the street. And that's when life becomes a lot more fun and you have a lot more harmony in the home. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Hey mamas, thanks for listening. If you had any ahas, clicks, or those lightning bolt moments while listening, you have to check out my free parenting bootcamp, where we take all of this to the next level and we try to create even more awakenings for ourselves so that we can connect more with our kids and never yell at them again. You can sign up at www.coachingkelly.com. And if you really want to fill up my love cup, send me an email of what your aha was, what your click was, what was that lightning bolt moment while you were listening. I want nothing more in life than for you to have harmony in your home and to learn how to be an imperfect mom like me, which allows your kids to be imperfect too, each and every day. Thanks for listening.